Image copyright Getty Images. After a summer of tension, unrest, and protests over police brutality against African Americans in the U.S., some 50,000 demonstrators gathered in Washington to demand racial justice. Formally called the Commitment March, "Get Your Knee Off Our Necks," a reference to George Floyd, who was killed in police custody in May after a policeman knelt on his neck for several minutes. Speakers urged attendees to vote for change. Image copyright Getty Images. The 2020 march fell on the 57th anniversary of the 1963 Civil Rights March on Washington, an iconic event in American history, credited with spurring the passage of the Civil Rights Act outlawing segregation the following year. Yolanda Renee King, the granddaughter of Martin Luther King Jr., was among Friday's speakers. Image copyright Getty Images. The event was organized by civil rights leader Reverend Al Sharpton and the eldest son of Martin Luther King Jr., Martin Luther King III. Image copyright Getty Images. George Floyd's sister, Bridgett Floyd, asked protesters to be his legacy, 3 months after his death, which set off a wave of demonstrations across the U.S. and the globe. "My brother cannot be a voice today," Floyd said. "We have to be that voice, we have to be that change." Image copyright Getty Images. The event comes amid renewed national tension after Jacob Blake, a black man, was shot 7 times in the back by police in Wisconsin. His father, Jacob Blake Sr., at the rally on Friday told those gathered that they were holding court on racism in America, and the verdict was, "Guilty, guilty, guilty." Image copyright Getty Images. Other presenters included a young activist calling for an end to the gun violence plaguing black communities, and representatives from unions, gay rights groups, and Hispanic activism groups, who expressed solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement. Image copyright Getty Images. All photos subject to copyright.